Good morning. Welcome to our beloved community. If you are new or a visitor for a few times or a longtime member, you are welcome. As the song says, enter, rejoice, and come in. I'm Terry McGuire. I'm the Secretary of the Board of Trustees, and I'm going to rattle through some announcements this morning. Two of our members, Caitlin and Manny Salgado, have created a foundation that is collecting new and slightly used blankets for homeless. The box is in the foyer, and please consider bringing one in this season of giving. Also, I see our tree is up for Adopt a Family. That is a yearly project of our Hope Partners that we donate to all the time. This is a special thing where the church adopts a special family, and there are little cards on the tree for you to select one and provide that gift by the date. I think it's December 3rd. Thank you. Okay, on Tuesday, we have Taco Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Zoom. Also, this Tuesday will be a Finance Committee meeting if you're really, really interested in the finances. On Wednesday, November 15th, and that takes place here, there is a group called Gathering Around Grief. Thanksgiving dinner. The church is once again hosting a Thanksgiving dinner that will be cooked here. It's very important, if you would like to attend, that you get your RSVP in by this Friday, November 17th. The dinner will start at 1, and volunteer help is always welcome. Also, donations for the food. And please, I can't emphasize too much that RSVP, because the people who are cooking need to know how much. Any questions can be directed to Debbie Skirto, Vice President of the Board back there, or our Reverend Maggie here. The last session of the Adult RE class will take place today after service at approximately noon. And now I would like to introduce Megan Gallagher, who has an additional word of wisdom for us.
Good morning. Next week, or after service, we will be presenting information and updates and questions for you regarding our transition team. We're looking at revamping our governance system, and we would like to update you where we are and also inform you of future opportunities for input. So please come, please stay and participate. If you have any questions in the meantime, you can ask myself, Debbie Skirto, Letha Comstock, Laura Mulroy, Catherine Rowley, or myself. Thank you. And Reverend Maggie Yenoki.
No drum roll, please. No. Good morning, everybody. It is so good. Yeah, isn't it great? It's so beautiful to be together. Thank you. Thank you. To open our service, we ring the bowl 3 times, for yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Once for those who came before, for the ancestors and the founding members of this congregation whose vision brings us here today, 71 years later. We ring it for the Tongva and other indigenous peoples who have tended this land since long ago and first called it home. We ring it once for those of us here and now. For all of us gathered here in the sanctuary together, for those who are joining us online, a warm welcome to you. For our staff, anyone who's a visitor, for our friends and sustaining members, for our partnership congregation in the Philippines, all who support and illumine our journey together. And we ring it once for those who will come, for all who will find safe belonging here among us and make MVUUC their spiritual home in the days ahead. Our opening song this morning will be Spirit of Life. If you will stand as you're comfortable and able, and let's sing this song together. Please be seated as I invite the Chokshi family forward to light our chalice today. Yeah, you can come around back. That's good. Our chalice lighting words today come from Erica Hewitt. She named this reading Bold and Courageous. Good job. With full hearts, we affirm our relationships with one another. We recognize our agency and the power of our connections. We accept our responsibility to be bold and courageous. We light this chalice as a symbol of all that we are, all that we have done together, and all that we will be, as our shared ministry serves and encourages those within and beyond these walls. Thank you. Now I invite you to read together aloud the covenant of our congregation. Stand as you are comfortable. Sorry to make you getting in your calisthenics this morning. I like standing as we read this together. It's really important. We affirm that love is the greatest purpose of this congregation. The search for truth is our constant star, and service is our prayer. We pledge our hearts, minds, and hands to challenge injustice with courage, to make choices for a healthier planet, and to live out our Unitarian Universalist values every day as beloved community. We covenant with each other and with all that is sacred in life. Please be seated. We have a treat today.
She looks like is out like birthday. Yeah, that's just what you're not supposed to do.
Yeah. So I invite the Chokshi family up. We will have a wonderful teaching and a blessing experience from them for the Feast of Diwali.
And it's hilarious that I got nominated because he's the Hindu. But then maybe I can translate a little. Yeah. Well, I think he's chasing her. So we're just bringing a little piece of our family ritual. So tonight for Diwali, we're going to go to a cousin's house and meet with the bigger family, and it's a big family. And today is the beginning of the Hindu New Year. Anjali's obsessed with birthday candles, so it's been interesting. It's the beginning of the Hindu New Year in the state where Raj's parents come from, which is Gujarat by Mumbai. So for this, it's a worship ceremony, which is called a puja. And we celebrate goddess Lakshmi, which is the goddess of wealth and abundance. And also, this fella up here is Ganesh, the remover of obstacles. So all of the men of the family get a notebook, and they get a dollar bill, and they write in Hindi some things, and we all chant. And then family by family, person by person, we do a piece of the puja, which is called arti. And arti is about the light, it's the blessing. So if puja is the opera, arti is the aria. And so we wanted to invite you up to do a little arti. And so if you want to, Raj and I will be up here, and Anjali will probably be running wild, so please don't let her run out the door into the road. And what I'll do is we'll hold the light in front of you, and we'll just go a little swing at the bottom and around kind of your face 3 times. And then if you want to, you can kind of pull the smoke of the candle over your head and just think of a blessing for yourself and like a wish for a good new year. And that's pretty much just our little piece of Diwali. And Diwali is the festival of lights and of darkness over light, celebrating goddess Lakshmi, and also there's the Ramayana, where it's the story of Lord Rama's journey, kind of his hero's journey, and ultimately his personal story of darkness, of light over darkness, and his ultimate heroic battle slaying Ravana. So if we were in India, there would be fireworks and this 9-headed fella with fireworks shooting out of his head. But we can't do that for you. But we can do this.
April, are children allowed to come up too?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So come dress with anyone that would like.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. What a wonderful gift for us. We also would like to extend our wishes for a beautiful Diwali for Vasudev, who is with us online, and for all of his family as well. And now I'd like to invite Robert up for our wisdom tale for today, our time for all ages. Robert is our Director of Lifespan Religious Exploration. And then we'll sing the children out to their class.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Today's story is Lighting a Lamp, and it's from our Holidays and Holy Days curriculum, which teaches children in our program about holidays from different cultures. So this is about, you guessed it, Diwali. It's Diwali, the start of the Hindu New Year. We hear the story about Prince Rama fighting the demon Ravana to rescue his wife, Sita. We put special Rangoli patterns on our doorstep so that the goddess Lakshmi will bring us good luck in the year ahead. I make delicious sweets in the kitchen to enjoy the sweetness of the Diwali celebration. We go to the temple to offer prayers and sweets to Rama and Sita. I exchange gifts and sweets with all of my friends and cousins. We look forward to good things in our new year. We light small lamps called diyas, just as people did to welcome home Rama, Sita, and Lakshman. At night, there is a brilliant fireworks display to celebrate Diwali, our festival of lights. And that's the end of the story. And if you'd like to learn more, there's more information in this book and others that we have in the RE library. So just feel free to ask me, and we'll pass those on to you. So now we don't have the children's chalice up here, but if you can sing us out to our class, I think I probably left it down there.
April also brought some books, some children's books about Diwali that are available on the table in the back. Yeah, beautiful. As we continue to grow as a caring community, we celebrate our shared compassion for our friends, our neighbors, and our relatives who are in need of good care in these difficult times. Our congregation has chosen to create an opportunity to live out our generous care as we gather our undesignated offerings, and we split them 50-50 with a local charity, pre-selected by the Justice team and approved by the board. For the month of November, the undesignated offerings that we gather will be shared with Moms Demand Action. All of the offerings taken up in November that are not designated to fulfill pledges or other fund drives like the roof grant will be shared 50-50 with Moms Demand Action. So now, while we listen to Lily's beautiful offertory or special music, oh, we have special music for our offertory today. I invite everyone in the sanctuary to please come forward with your generous offerings. It is with gratitude for the many gifts of this community, our time, our talent, and our treasure, that the offering will now be given and received.
Ay, ay, come, children, gather near. Come, hear the secrets of life. Come, children, gather near. Come, hear the secrets of life.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Sharing our joys and sorrows, our delights and disappointments, and I know there's many other names for the things that knock us off our feet and the things that lift us up. But we like to share those with each other, some of them. Sorry. We have these notes. When you first come in the door, there's a table to the side where you can fill one out, and I will share it with the congregation. Also, we'd like to ask the folks online if they have anything, they can type it into the chat, and we will share it with the congregation. There's one very difficult situation that I want to share with you at the request of Joyce Armenta. Joyce is our I'm not sure what Joyce's title is, but she takes such good care of this building and of us for so many years. I'm sure she has a title. Facilities mother, I think, would be a good fitting for her. She's just an incredible person, and she's been with us for so many years. She's in a very difficult situation right now. She has surgery coming up on Wednesday, and she'll have her knee replaced. But at the same time, her great-grandson is failing in the NICU. Yeah, he is. He is. And his name is Samuel, and she asked that we be thinking of him and praying for him. Whatever is best for his life or his passing is what they're asking for. But they just need our energetic and our loving support right now. Yeah, thank you. Zach Beals has sent one. He will be closing on a new home. Oh, I don't like the Arizona part. He'll be closing on a new home in Arizona on November 21st. Aw, good for you. Good for you, Zach. But sad for us. It's not that far away, though. It's a lot, yeah. Kay Perlman has given me a somewhat wordy announcement. I will, yeah, it is a joy. She has an extra copy of the book Enough by Cassidy Hutchinson, and yeah, it should be very good. And she said, let me know if you would like to borrow it. Okay. Oh, okay, you can put it in the basket with the other books. Great, thank you. And then if you do borrow it, and you can return it for someone else to borrow, that would be great. Let's have a little bit of meditation together. I invite you to sit comfortable, put your feet flat on the floor, and rest your hands comfortably in your lap. Maybe shake off whatever's weighing you down. I ask that we just let our breath be natural, but also a wee bit deeper now, breathing into our bellies We'll do 3 breaths. We can sense our feet connected to the earth. Maybe we imagine that there are roots coming out from the bottoms of our feet that go deep, deep into the earth, that nourish us. We also sense our connection to the energies of the sky, and we breathe those in deep into our bones, into our bellies, and into our hearts. We have an image that it's actually our heart that's breathing. And as we rest here for a few moments in silence, I share a prayer entitled, I No Longer Pray, written by Chilan Harkin. I no longer pray. Now I drink dark chocolate and I let the moon sing to me. I no longer pray. I let my ancestors dance through my hips at the slightest provocation. I no longer pray. I go to the river and howl my ancient pain into the current. I no longer pray. I ache. I desire, I say yes to my longing. I no longer pray as I was taught, but as the stars crawl onto my lap like soft animals at nighttime, and God tucks my hair behind my ears with gentle fingers of her wind. And a new intimacy is uncovered in everything. Perhaps it's that I'm finally learning how to pray. We're going to sing a gentle song today. This song is called Building Bridges, and I wish the whole earth could sing this together right now. But we're going to do it with rounds. April, I don't know if I need you to help with this, maybe. But Lily, you want to take over the direction on it? Yeah.
It's a little complicated to do it in 4 parts. We're just going to do it in 2 parts.
Okay.
And we're going to sing it once, everybody together. And then let's have,
Women
I'll
and
have
then men.
April.
We do women and
How
men.
about we do that side and Jill and April can help. And we can have, that side will be number 1. Okay, so dividing from that middle here, and from Raj on this side, we will be number 3. So I'll let you guys know when to start. And so we're gonna sing it once through everybody together, and then 2 times as a round. Good luck.
You're on your own.
Friends we can make.
Thanks, everyone. It was beautiful. Got goosebumps now. Thanks, Lily. Some people play that in a way, some congregations, and we've done it too sometimes, where every time you sing it a little faster, and it gets to be a little bit of mayhem, but it's always fun. Always fun. Yeah. A reading today is called Curmudgeons of Joy. It's, yeah, we can do that, right? And it's from this book. It's called Spirit Wheel, Meditations from an Indigenous Elder. And they're written by the Right Reverend Stephen Charleston, Choctaw. They say as you get older, you get more set in your ways. But that's really all right with me. I am getting set in my ways. In fact, I'm getting downright stubborn, especially about certain things, like what I believe and what I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe that greed will triumph over justice, that racism is an incurable social disease, that hunger and poverty cannot be overcome, or that our planet cannot be restored to its beauty as a garden of life. I am stubborn, especially about my faith and my optimism. I am tenacious in love, constant in compassion, and unwavering in my ability to laugh, especially at myself. Perhaps you're finding yourselves set in these ways too. May we all be curmudgeons of joy and bend our hearts toward love as a flower bends to the face of the sun. For when it's all said and done, the only true measure of any of our lives is how well we loved, how well we gave love, received love, shared love, protected love, and created love. We were made to love, you and I, and to be the love that we are. Over the past 9 months or so, in the mornings of 3 Thursdays out of the month, I've been engaging in an online spirituality and healing group with a Jungian psychotherapist, author, and teacher named Matt Licata. There are about 150 of us in the group joining Matt from all over the earth. It is really a wonderful, wonderful setting, where we gather for a quick hello in the chat box first, and then 10 minutes or so in a meditation and a timely lecture that has input from the participants with a Q&A at the end. So for our size and locations, it's an unusually cozy and very intimate circle that has become a community I look forward to engaging with. The topics and the teachings are always meaningful to all of us. And the one place we all touch in with deep resonance, no matter what part of the globe we're living on, is that these days remain incredible for the entire planet. I hesitate to use the word unprecedented to describe the times we're in, as it's wearing out its welcome in our shared language. So we nod in agreement that indeed we are in a time that we feel is out of the ordinary. There is a sense of mystery in the air, a bit of a collective wonder about what will shift by day's end and what will tomorrow bring. Maybe it's as if we're in that in-between space all of the time. Perhaps we're finding ourselves on a precipice in a forest of some kind, a place that we can't see ahead too clearly, but going back does not feel like an option that we want either. We're standing in awe of what has been and what we have been through together, and more than a bit exhausted by it. Right, Raj? Thank you. And still awaiting what has not yet arrived. There is a need for trust. Yet, there are so many long-trusted standards that are being revealed as unreliable anymore. But yet we're learning to trust more and more in our own community that we need to be trustworthy, to have ethics and passion that are unwavering, to be Unitarian Universalists, and to be listening for the ways that we, as UUs, are being called up at this time. For we are in the tender days, the days when the absent dark moon makes our already longer nights into darker nights. And the sun's continuous journey south means for us that each day's sunrise comes a moment later, and each new gorgeous California sunset comes a little bit earlier than yesterday's, as our days grow darker still. The pagan wheel of the year teaches us well that this is the time to curl inward, to seek the comfort of being more grounded and attuned with our own souls, catching up with ourselves, reflecting on where we are, but where we want to be. For me, and maybe for you too, it means a little more time snuggled under a quilt with a cup of tea, digging into a new book, or maybe watching 60 Minutes and Yellowstone on a Sunday night. But for all of us, unless we drive snowplows or maintain ski slopes, the call is now inward, into the soul space for the rest that our hearts so need, into the core of our spirit for the connection that our lives distract us from, and into the center of our beings where love is. The artwork on the cover of your order of service depicts this centering. This image was designed by a young artist named Claire Pullen for the Unitarian Universalist Association, fondly named and more commonly known by its acronym, the UUA. Claire's artwork is titled "Love is at the Center," and it was shared as the cover art for a card that I received from, and maybe some of you else did too, from UUA President Reverend Dr. Sophia Betancourt this week. It's an updated version of the image that was presented by the Article 2 Study Commission to represent the proposed changes to the bylaws for the UUA that we will vote on at our General Assembly in June of next year. We will be engaged with the process of this change in the weeks and months ahead leading up to the vote as a congregation. I'm going to share as much information as I can, and we will have meetings, informational meetings. So I encourage you, I ask you, I beg you, to please be reading the information that's being shared and entering the discussion with an informed perspective that is shaped by your own capacity and willingness to wonder together and be willing to look inward in the dark, to stand at this forest precipice together with open curiosity and to open our tight grip of insistence and resistance that we may not even be aware that we have until we focus on the fact that we are clenching our fists, our whole bodies, our attitudes, our capacity to listen and think. And we need to release any need to reverse or impede the changes that are coming, because they may actually already be here. No, I'm not suggesting that the proposed changes to Article 2 are a done deal. They're not, by any stretch. Please hear that. And don't allow a sense of apathy to make you throw up your hands and surrender to whatever. Promise me you won't do that. The changes I see as already snowballing and unstoppable refer to the huge cultural shifts, not just for us, but in every faith tradition, but including ours, that are struggling to assimilate and survive There are cumulative shifts in our culture that spring from not one, but from many experiences, and we are in deep need of listening to our youth and making certain that we keep up and not take this faith to an early grave when it is so needed in times like this that are unfolding. Doing that isn't keeping love at the center, is it? That's keeping love for ourselves and insisting that we know better what is coming and what is needed. And when all evidence points to a very different reality. So we will study together. We will discern together. And we will vote at General Assembly together, each of us having made our own informed decisions after doing our homework and opening to every option for whatever we need to learn about keeping love at the center. We'll be talking more about what that means to you, to keep love at the center. I'd like you to be chewing on it for yourselves and sharing it with others, and also please share it with me. I share this with you hesitantly but openly, that because of my personal experience as a young child, teenager, and young adult, the word love was sometimes associated with emotions and feelings that were actually more aligned with abuse or separation. And I wouldn't want it at the center of anything in my life. But it took me a very long time and a few magical relationships to grow into an embrace of the deeper truths about what love is and what love is not. And maybe your youth was shaped by a similar experience. Or it could be that you just have a reluctance to trust the word love for a completely different reason. Some say it's syrupy. Some say it's deceiving and manipulative. Some say they have been harmed in the name of love. Yet maybe we will all agree that none of these are actually love. Each of us has our own definition, understanding, and experience of what love is, and that alone has shaped our relationship with the word. It's quite similar to our embrace or our rejection of the word God or goddess. We each have a living, bright, and also an equally dark and shadowy love that we alone know. And this word at the center of our image and the center of our very lives. And we're being asked to see our reflection in it and to see how it is and who we actually are. So let's not poo-poo it or turn it into a monster that we once knew. But let's put it at the center and see it with curiosity and with longing, unsure of what it truly is, but being certain to be uncertain, holding love in the center as we focus our determination to hold it there and to hold it in our center, that it and we can be all that we can be. And as we close, I want to share with you a poem that Reverend Sophia shared in her card. This is the card, it's really beautiful. It's called In the Meantime by Tom Hirons. Meanwhile, flowers still bloom, the moon rises and the sun, babies smile, and somewhere against all odds, two people are falling in love. Strangers share cigarettes and jokes. Light plays on the surface of the water, and grace occurs on unlikely streets. And we hold each other fast against entropy and the fires and the flood, because life leans toward living. And while death claims all things in their end, there is such precious time between in which everything is radiant. And we love, again, this world. May it be so. Amen, and blessed be. Our sending song today, and I invite you to stand for it, we're building a new way. We are, with love at the center. And let's read our benediction together. It's on your order of service, but also on the screen. Thank you, Jaryus. We leave this gathered community, but not our connection to one another or our sense of belonging here. In this hour together, we have inspired our hearts, shared our faith, and deepened our care for the world. So until we're together again, let's keep love at the center, and may we continue to be strong, be well, and be kind. Blessed be.